I'd like to talk now about persuasive messages. The format for a persuasive message is as old as research into advertising and sales in this country. Is nearly 100 years old now. We've got a fairly standard format, a fairly standard formula, which will get you through most kinds of persuasive and sales messages, whether they're in a letter, a brochure, or an advertisement. It's a four-part structure. The AID. The first part of the structure, the first A, stands for attention. You need to get your audience's attention. This is perhaps the easiest part. You can get your audience's attention by simply being controversial, maybe even a little obnoxious, though that's not necessarily your goal. The attention-getting exercise, if you've ever taken a public speaking course, begins when someone drops something heavy onto a table and everyone looks and says, "What was that?" That's an example of an attention-getting exercise, but it's not necessarily a persuasive one. When you've got your audience's attention, you need to then focus that attention. And that's what the I, the interest, does. The interest component of a sales message focuses the audience's attention on the features of the object or the action that you're encouraging them to take. For example, if I were selling you a knife, I might point out to you that it's razor sharp, that it will never dull, that it's made of super polyabsorbent whatever steel, polycarbonate, never gets dull, bends like a rubber band, but sharp as ever steel, right? I would articulate to you the features of this knife in the most highfalutin, perhaps technical language that would make you think, wow, this knife is special. This knife is different. Notice, though, that as I'm articulating to you how wonderfully flexible, sharp, and durable and innovative this knife is, I haven't necessarily convinced you to buy it. I've made you think that it's unique, but I haven't actually brought it home to you how this knife will improve your life. That's what the D symbolizes in the A, the I, the D, and the A. The D is for desire, and that's where you explain to the audience not just what the features of the object or action you're trying to sell them on are, but how purchasing that object or taking that action will improve their life. How it will improve their relationships with their family. For example, this knife will allow you to cook better and healthier for your children and loved ones. How this knife will be safer. You won't cut your fingers anymore, because of course most kitchen accidents happen with a dull knife instead of the super sharp one that I'm trying to sell you. How will this action or object to purchase improve your life? That's what the D is about. Then finally you need the A. You've got my attention, you've introduced to me the action or object, you've even made it clear to me how the action or object will improve my life. What do I do now? You have to give me a way to act. A place to go to make the purchase, a number to call, a website to visit, some way to act upon the desire that you've generated in me. You'll see this all the time in infomercials. That's where I stole the knife example from, right? First, we get your attention with an applauding crowd. Then, we introduce the expert who tells you about the Ginsu knives, or whatever kind of knives, in case that's a danger of trademark violation. Then you get the testimonials from the people in the audience who've used the knife, who say, "By golly, this has changed my life. My family eats dinner now together. We never used to, but now we do." Then, lastly, you get a 1-800 number to call, where the knife will be yours for 3 easy payments of way more money than it's worth. That's how the AIDA works every day in a sales letter, in a brochure, in a video, in an infomercial, in a 30-second car commercial, right? The AIDA is nearly ubiquitous, nearly always there in our advertising discourse. In this class, you're asked to make a video which uses the AIDA to persuade its audience. And I hope you'll take this structure and keep it in your mind as you're generating this video.